What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Total War Saga, Thrones of Britannia. In the previous part, we fought our first battle. We figured some stuff out. It took me a little while, but I got it under control now. So, I looked at some stuff that I hadn't looked at earlier, which is technology, which is this a part of most Total War games. Basically, you research things as you go along. It's a little bit different in this one. You have to, for example, there's military and there's civic technologies. For the military ones, we have to apparently recruit a set number of units. So if we get 10 sword and or axe infantry units, we can go for melee specialists. And basically so on and so forth. So that's one thing that we gotta do. And then if we get all the way there, we can actually get these ones as well. So we do want to try and go for these, but it'll take a while. The civic ones we have to make buildings for. So if we get a build or upgrade within the granary or souterrain chains, or conquer a region with the highest level building in one of these chains, that it unlocks it. So we gotta build a lot of stuff. So currently we can't do anything. Then I found out that we have two armies that I actually found out in the last video. But here we are with that. This guy's kind of lower rank, Elfwald. I started recruiting some units for OK. That didn't save. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't click confirm, I guess. So I wanted to get one cavalry because he has none. I wanted to get a Then because he has no sword infantry. I got an axeman and I got a skirmisher, I believe, which is a good amount of units. It will cost us a little bit of money to do it, but this army needs to be a little bit bigger, so we're gonna do that. I'm not sure that this is so smart.
At low strength, or those that have taken casualties in battle will replace.
All right, so they need it to take. They're going to take a little bit of time to get, you know, those units ready. So we'll just leave them there for now. We don't really know who our enemies will be, which brings us to diplomacy, which is a thing, obviously. So these are our vassals around us. We know that much. Okay, that's something that we confirmed. Not these guys, actually.
Have you come to bargain then?
Actually, no, these guys as well, but they're not very friendly. Because of a lot of different reasons. Treaties, events, mostly events, cultural prejudice, past war. So they might try to fight me, but they only have like one province, so we'll probably beat them down. However, can I scroll? How do I scroll again? Because I saw that these guys, they're really big and they're right next to me. They're dependable in a fight, they're aggressive, and they're very high in their strength ranking, but they're actually pretty friendly. So what I wanted to do was to try and get a declaration of friendship, and the current proposal is apparently sufficient, so there we go, we're friends now. Because, you know, we got Vikings over here, right? Let's check that out. I think these guys are Vikings, so we're not going to be friends with them. We're probably going to fight them for territory. They have a lot of it, so Great Viking Army. Great Viking Army. All of this is Vikings, so we got to kick them off of our country because we don't like them. Now, we might be able to get an alliance with the Welsh maybe later as well. These guys don't like me either. But yeah, diplomacy, we're going to have to keep an eye on that for sure. Especially when there's units places that are actually quite strong. But yeah, if we could band together with the Mirke, or the however you pronounce that, that'd be pretty cool. We currently have a declaration of friendship, and maybe, who knows, at some point we might be able to get a military alliance. Right now they think it's insulting. They will never accept such a deal. What about trade? Maybe a marriage? They would be willing to do that. I don't know who this is, though.
Yes.
Okay, they like that very much. We're currently really friendly. The alliance is still no-go, though. Even a defensive pact would be too much to ask. But they're quite strong, so are we. So banding together is going to be, I think, mutually beneficial. So I'm going to try to go for that. Alright, so these guys are going to go over there. They're going to go heal up. We're going to go recruit some more troops as well. Maybe we can get a nice building here. I'm not sure that I like building a mine, though, because that's going to be bad for stability. Even though it's currently fine, so we could actually build one. I just feel like anything that gives us more money and more troops is going to be really good at this very early beginning of the game. Glastonbury. There's like some abbeys here that we could upgrade. There is some hunting grounds. See, that would be a pretty good upgrade. More food, more money, more supplies, more furs. What else we got? We got a pasture. More food, more money. An iron mine. I like iron. Minus upkeep for all units. That's pretty good. This is cheaper construction for monasteries. Ooh, a great hall. More replenishment. More max number of all units in recruitment pool. And like a bigger garrison as well. They got some Thens in there. There's so much to check out. Like, I'm honestly not sure where to go with this. Obviously, this is the first game I'm playing. I haven't even checked it out for myself yet, which I sometimes like to do, but I figured I'd just jump in here. What are we gonna upgrade? You know what? I don't know. We're gonna look at this next turn. We're making a lot of money though. Question is, are we still gonna be making a lot of money after we recruit all of our units? Who's to say? Not me.
One of your noblemen has increased in rank and gained a skill.
Yeah, that's great. War declared. This is basically Dublin and Lagin. Is that Leinster? I feel like it's... Let's see. Down here? This is them, right? Yeah, so they're at war with... Those guys? No, these guys. No. Not those guys either. Wait, Dublin, is it down here? Just trying to get a grasp on where everything is. Right, so those guys are at war with... whatever. You know what? I give up. I give up. There's so much going on. The map is so large that it actually becomes really difficult to keep track of who's who. Specifically, since I don't know that much about these islands, right? So, how am I supposed to know where everything is? All right, let's go over there. Wait, can we not go into the city? Is that no longer a thing?
We await your commands.
So you just sort of stand inside of a city. You don't sort of.
We are ready.
Okay. Oh, you do. Okay, there we go. So that's going to give us somewhat quicker recruitment and stuff. So I'm thinking another spearman would be really nice. We don't have any axes, so getting one of those would be pretty good. I'll take one of these, I think. They have shields. Let's get a skirmisher, and let's maybe get... we can get Then horsemen. It's just we do gotta keep an eye on our food supplies and our you know what, get a swordsman. Let's just do it with this for now. Food upkeep per turn is 100, so we're still okay. We're still definitely looking pretty good. War fervor is quite low. Because of battles it's higher, because of border wars is quite low. Measures your people's appetite for war. On higher difficulty settings, you lose more war fervor for each war you're engaged in. -1 stability in all regions, minus a little bit of fame, minus a little bit of unit replenishment, and more replenishment. So your replenishment is lower because of that. This guy.
Available skill points may be spent on the retinue of the center of the character. A character.
Yeah, okay, now I'm aware of all of that. So this guy's only got a little bit of governance. This is one of our governors, actually. So I feel like giving him some like zeal or... it does a little bit. Not a lot, though. These guys won't be fighting, so it's actually better just to give them more governance stuff. So, for example, making them a scribe, or giving them a scribe as a follower is going to be better than other stuff. Forager is still pretty good. But I'll go with the scribe here. You want your governor to be able to well, govern well, obviously. Then it's our other general, who's a pretty good commander, but not much else. quite loyal. His influence is quite low. He's a warrior. He is skillful. He's funny. He's got an iron fist, and he's an arbiter. I feel like being funny and having an iron fist don't really go well together, but sure. Okay. Maybe a bit of zeal. I feel like zeal is something that you do need. Let's get a bard. There we are. Alright, so we are recruiting. So is the other army. We're not currently at war, so we don't really have to be too afraid. I think at this point in the game, we're just going to build up slowly, get more food, get more money, and then, you know, sort of get ready for a moment where a war breaks out. So let's maybe focus on food for now. I'll get a pasture. And this unit's mostly healing up after the previous battle. You still get upgrades, which is pretty cool. Alright. So I don't think we want to move. Like, we're not going to go to war with these guys. We actually have, like, a little bit of friendship going on. I was hoping that we could turn that into an alliance of sorts, but...
It is always a joy to receive a friend.
It seems difficult to actually pull that off, and I don't really know why. I guess they're not interested for some reason. Still improving by, like, a lot, so... Maybe if we give it time, it'll go up more. Alright. So the people to go to war with is probably going to be these guys, so... I'm going to keep an eye on them. It's going to be, what is their name even? East Angle or probably Gwent. Look at this old guy. Alright. Like, Gwent is kind of an issue. They're close to me, but I guess there's water in between us. I'm not sure if that's going to really matter, but...
The men are ready to
honestly, not too sure if you can embark in water like you could in previous games. Alright, well... Let's see. We're out of money. Alright. I'm not sure how much, like, next turn I should be clicking. Should I be doing more stuff? I honestly don't know. Still trying to figure this game out. Like I said at the very beginning, I'm not an expert on this game, and it'll take a while before I actually get any good.
Technologies become available to research.
Alright, I'm aware. Mirke and Pois are war. Wait, what? Oh, they are right next to each other. Makes sense. Alright, so they're going to try to gain some land there. Bedeborg and Viderborg. That's Viderborg. Where's Bedeborg? What are these names? How am I supposed to remember all this stuff? Oh, so it's these guys are at war. Yeah, it's like, there's a lot of, like, internal strife, even with the Vikings, so that's good for me. Leofstan. It's a governor, so let's make him govern well, right? Give him the scribe thing. That means more money as well. Still replenishing. It'll take at least 5 turns until we're actually ready with that.
The men have trained for this.
Here, slightly shorter, but yeah, it takes a while. So there's really not much for us to do besides right now, I guess maybe build up some garrisons, probably here. And, like, down here, maybe? Because these are the people that I'm assuming will be fighting. So, this city specifically might be, in some danger. Looks like we can't actually do anything there, though. We can't build walls or anything quite like that. It's all just farming stuff. Is there any way to do anything? Really? Okay. I think we ought to move this army slightly more this direction. Probably same with this one.
Your army has marched all it can this time.
Yep, no, I'm aware that there's a limit to how much you can move. Don't have to tell me. When you're on the march, it will take longer to replenish, but we gotta get there somehow. Contested province, there's not a lot of food, there's no money here. So yeah, we do want a bigger garrison here. Yeah, they got like a little bit of a food deficit because they're not producing any, they're just using food. So upgrading this gives me like one more guy in my garrison, but it costs me 50 gold per turn and 10 food, whereas this gives me... It gives me a Then. This is obviously better. I'm gonna go with a Great Hall there. I want to get some decent defenses. Let's probably do the same in this general area. Yeah, let's get that. Just upgrading our stuff. We're gonna need some war fervor, I guess. Pretty soon. I think you get that by fighting, but I'm not entirely sure. But alright, we'll see how it goes. Diplomacy. I'm just gonna keep checking that with these guys. Mierke.
I look forward to hearing your propositions.
Yeah, there's an option to join their war, except I wouldn't really gain anything, so I'm not gonna do that, obviously. Vassalizing them is not gonna work. Military access, that would work. They'd like that very much. We might actually do that. Defensive pact, yes, let's do it. Great. Alliance, yes please. Military access, yes. Alright, we're the best of buddies now.
It is always a joy to receive a friend.
I think we should try to become stronger than them, just so that they might be willing to become my vassal. Although that's probably going to be a while. To be fair, if my country looked like that... Can't move up there, can I? Alright. If my country looked like that, and this little guy down here asked me, hey, can you be my peasant? Can you work for me? Do you want to dig up some wheat for me on my farm? I'd say, probably not. I don't think that's a good deal for me. So then the question is, should we just go to war with these guys, or do we wait it out?
There are multiple routes to victory.
Alright. Foreign trespasser. East Angle is trespassing. Okay, well I figured he'd do that. This guy is gonna be my enemy pretty soon. This is the reason I started moving my armies out there in the first place, so... At least it's nice to see that I was sort of correct about that. Just march over there, because these are the people that we're gonna be fighting. If they declare war, we might actually try and steal Sancte Albanes. Oh, look at all this war. And I'm not being part of any of these. Should I be? Honestly, I don't know. Technology is not yet available. Alright. I'm hoping it's going to give me a little bit of a notification when that suddenly shows up. Basengus. Bit of trade's pretty good. So get that upgrade. We got a little bit of money left, so maybe Doorcaster. Oh, actually, no, that doesn't really have anything. Clippenham. Is that something we want? Perhaps, not bad. It is on the, Gotta say, I love these markets, though. Let's get this Potter upgrade. That's gonna give me a lot of money. Our governor, okay, so we'll give you that scribe. Alright, there we go. So we still have some stability. I'm just hoping that it's not gonna go down by too much, because that could be a real problem. I also don't know if we can, incorporate our vassals into our kingdom eventually. Like, currently there's no option to do that. There's no, like, federations or anything, so I don't know. Will that be available later? I don't know. Maybe. Alright, I do know that I want to march on these guys, because they're probably about to declare war. Or maybe not. For some reason, the balance of power is, like, really in my favor. Even though I feel like we have very small, pretty weak armies. Like, we gotta spend a lot of time and build up. When Alfred first took the throne of West Seaxe, he followed it up with a glorious victory over the great Viking army, led by that vicious barbarian Guthrum. Now it is time for us to finish that fight and permanently deal with East Angle. Wipe him out. Reward will be +2 influence. Oh no, our scouts are reporting that a small raiding force from Wicking? Oh, Viking, that's like just Viking, has been seen approaching Britannia from the south. We expect them to arrive within a few months. Can we see them yet? So in a couple of months, there will be... But that's going to be like no turns at all, is it? Wait, it did say south, no? South of Britannia. Can we zoom in on that? So like out there. Question is, will they go for me? Will they go for one of my vassals? Yeah, these guys are building up some pretty big armies. It looks like you definitely want to recruit a lot if you can. Okay, let's send this army to Dorcaster. And then these guys can go to Basengas for now. It might be an idea to just sort of recruit a bunch more. Maybe one more archer. Sure, get them, and get one of those. We're gonna want some big armies. We can support it. Like, we got the food to do it right now. Make you a champion, maybe? Seems really good just to give him the champion. I'll do that. More command seems really strong. This is Alfred. Hey, he had his birthday. He used to be 29. Yeah, so most likely more zeal. I like that one. The extra movement's pretty good as well, but yeah, I'll go with the bard. This is our governor, so scribe. Other governor, scribe. Alright, got it all figured out. So we could get this upgrade, but it honestly barely seems worth it. Kissenburg. It's gonna be some berry. I like the lead mine. It's not bad. Alright, let's just get ready for invasions from all sides. I am pretty scared. I'm just really not looking forward to this first series being an absolute failure. More war. East Angle's at war with the Vikings. Viking. But where are those guys? Did they get... Because that's the fleet that we were told about. Yep, and I know about that one. I was more curious about the other one, but alright, that's cool. Alright, let's send you over there. So we want to recruit a bit more. We can get one more of those. We can get a Then Horseman. We can get an axe. We get one of those. Get one of those. All right, so that's pretty much all we can really get. Suppose we could get one more. You know what? Go for it. Let's get a nice big army. Our first buildings have been constructed, which is great. Bunch of units have been recruited. Alright, so we want to just sort of stay here for a little bit until we get our armies all replenished. We're going to go to war very soon. We're going to try to take Sancta Albanus because that's sort of secluded from the rest of his stuff. And then probably sort of defend Ebessam because that's in a pretty risky area. Oh, there's the Viking fleet. We found it. It's right next to me. Are we at war? Thorstein. Are we at war, Thorstein? Yeah, I just realized it looks like there's not an actual, like, official sort of we're at war type declaration with these guys. Ethics matter. They believe in the sanctity of treaties, but they're very aggressive. Different guys, but I still think that's kind of funny. Alright. That's cool. So they'll probably try to fight me then. I'm hoping my vassal can stand their ground. They got some good settlements here, so if they take, they're an unbreakable wall, right? So if they do their job, then we can take out this Viking army. They got a lot of axes and stuff, so they'll probably be very different from the rebels that we fought earlier, which is exciting and also very scary. More cloth. I'm thinking of farm though, just so that we can get more food. Let's do that. Alright. What's next? What are the Vikings going to do? Call to arms. Your allies declare war on another faction and calls for your help. Are you serious? You are this faction's only ally. So we'll be fighting East Angle. We'll be fighting Gruntbrew, which is that one. So I guess we have to. Sure. I already regret signing this alliance with you. This may have been a mistake. Then again, if we work together, I see opportunity. A knockin'. Ding dong, who's that? It's opportunity. It doesn't always knock. Sometimes it rings the doorbell. Let's do this. We're gonna die. We're definitely gonna die. Steinborg was destroyed.
Your armies may vary their tactics by adopting different stances.
Okay, war fervor has increased. The economy is stabilized and your people are content. That's good. War fervor is much higher now. Great. Wills united. Mirke may have bitten off more than they can chew. They've invaded Wales, but Gwinnett is not having any of it. Their king has co-opted their nearby factions, uniting them against a common threat from the east. For Britons who have become used to living on the margins, they are not taking this lying down. They're gonna fight. We've met the Vikings. What's up? Oh, they're actually, no, they're going for my enemies. That's actually really good for me. And I'm very happy. Okay. You know, we don't have time to replenish right now. I wish that we did, but we gotta go after, what are they called? Gruntbrew and, East Angle, so... Let's see what we can spot over here. It looks like they might be sort of preoccupied with the Viking threat. And if they are, that's really good for me. Also, obviously my vassals are now involved in this war as well, so it's gonna be pretty good. Targets available. We now share a common enemy with our allies. Their possessions may now be targeted during war coordination efforts. Engage in diplomacy in order to assess mutual threats and issue strategic requests. Alright. Kent.
Come, warm yourself by the fire.
How do I do this, Kent? Tell me how to instruct you, because I honestly don't know. Tell me how to tell you how to do stuff. I don't know. War coordination. How do you work? Here we go. Can we just go there? Click that? Focus on that, boys? Let's all, like, get together over here and smash some, Oh, I'm trespassing now. I am so sorry, guys. Do you even like me? Betaborg. Hey there.
Your visit comes at an inconvenient time.
Actually, he didn't like me anyway, so we're good. We can bash them up a bit later. I do feel mildly bad for doing it because even if you don't like each other, it's still rude. But all right, I'll still do it. Let's get a market. All right. Anyway, guys, I'm actually gonna leave it here for now. In the next part, we'll be going after, I guess, London, Sancta Albanus, Hertford. Whatever that is. Basically, we're gonna try to invade. I see an army up there. I'm hoping that I don't have too many others, and that they're gonna be preoccupied with the Vikings. This is actually a pretty good time to move in and attack. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider leaving a like, because that would really help me out. That's Stonehenge. Apparently, that's a thing. Oh my god, that's so cool. I've been there. I've been there, but it looked a lot smaller in real life. Anyway, guys, again, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again real soon.